Why do I have to enter my time? This should be good. Oh, nope. This should be good. Hang on, hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times. You're welcome. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock. You're actually taking the time to step the... That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not correct time, you earned it. Alright, I'll get you back to the video game. Welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 4.
Heh, good thing it's not 327, right guys? Heh, The Shining, heh.
He sat at his desk
No.
in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders
Okay.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This
Okay.
is what employee 427
Okay.
did every day of every month of every year.
I mean, it sounds pretty
While
fun.
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Alright.
Though he had been
Good
made
for you,
exactly
Stanley.
for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
And
Something
what is...
that would forever change
And what
Stanley.
is that?
Something he would never quite forget.
And what is that?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to
How
follow.
parable.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Heh, how
Never in all
peculiar.
his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very
Heh.
shocked, frozen solid. Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Where's my chair? Oh, it's right there. What does this say? I hate Monday! Good for
All of his
you.
coworkers
Okay.
were gone. What could it mean?
My coworkers!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
My
memo.
coworkers!
No matter
Who
how hard
farted?
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his coworkers.
My coworkers. Be my Valentine. I'll be your Valentine. I hate Monday!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a
Wow.
single person here either.
Tips for
Feeling
not
a wave
getting
of
fired.
disbelief,
Talk
Stanley
less.
decided to go
Do
up to his
unbelievably
boss's office,
amazing work.
hoping he might find an answer there.
I was reading that. So what do you even say? I didn't even hear what he said. Broom closet. Broom closet. Oh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned
Oh.
around and got back on track.
I ain't no bitch. I'm not gonna listen to you. Maybe there's something cool in this
There
broom
was
closet.
nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Empty.
No
Look at all this
reason to
shit.
still
There's
be here.
wrenches. There's that thing. There's the wires. There's that. There's this yellow thing.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
Baffling.
At least if
Really?
there was something to interact
Oh yeah?
with,
Look,
he'd be
I'm pacing
justified in
back
some
and forth.
way.
I'd say
As
that's
it
pretty
is,
fun.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What does FA stand for? Fuck ass?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
No, I'm not. I'm not in
Standing around doing
the.
nothing?
I'm not. I'm not.
Really?
I'm not even in the
Please
broom
offer me some
closet.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
What are you confused about?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance.
The significance is the reaction I'm getting out of you. What are you gonna do about me being in the
Maybe
broom
to
closet,
you
huh?
This is somehow its own branching path.
Yes.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet
That's
ending
exactly
was
like
my
I said.
favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
No, they'll think it's really
Stanley
cool.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What?
He probably only got
What
the
did I
job because of
do?
the family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I'm not. Oh my gosh, this guy. I don't want to listen to you if you're gonna
Well, I've come to
be
a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're
Okay,
dead.
if I'm dead, how am I
You
walking
got to
back
this
and
broom
forth?
closet, explored it a bit, and we're just
Okay,
about to
but
leave because there's nothing
how am
here
I
when a
walking
physical
back and
malady of
forth?
some sort shut down your central nervous
Okay,
system,
but
and you
if my
collapsed in front
central
of your screen.
nerve, if
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby.
okay, so I'm gonna
so as to
alert
ensure
someone
that your
whenever
body is
my
taken care of
when I'm
before it
dead.
begins to decompose.
See, you gotta think here.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person
Yeah.
at this computer is dead.
It's not a computer; it's a
They have fallen prey to any
PlayStation.
number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
That's not
It's
even a word.
indicative of the
Physiology
long-term
is not even a
sustainability
word.
of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I'm not even dead. Does he have anything else to say? Dude, I just saw a broom closet. I thought I was wondering why it had like different letters on it. Like they just had different letters on it that was different than the normal doors. I'm scared he's just gonna jump scare me. He's gonna get like mad and kill me in real life. The narrator's coming for me in real life. Alright, I'll get out the damn broom closet. Second player, huh?
I come into a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs
There ain't
to
no
his
bitch.
boss's office.
God, you pissed me off saying I'm like a loser or whatever you said
But
last
Stanley
time.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His
What does
boss
this
would
cup
think he
say?
was crazy. And then something occurred.
Where
to
am I
Stanley.
going right now?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I
What?
am crazy.
What the fuck?
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of
What
existence
the
in a single moment for no reason at all.
What? I saw that cut before.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other
SCP
strange
is in this picture.
observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why closed automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, those rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said
no,
to
they're
himself,
different.
This is all too strange. This can't be real.
I haven't seen that cut
He came
before.
to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He
Tip
just
of my
hadn't
dick?
found the words for it. I'm dreaming.
I'm
This
dreaming.
is all a dream.
It's all a dream.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer,
Ah,
an
an
explanation.
answer.
His co-workers were
Coffee nut.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
I suppose I'll wake up
Go
soon.
back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Oh yeah.
So, he imagined himself.
Bro, I always want a lucid
began
dream,
to
but every
gently
time
float
I
above
realize
the
I'm
ground.
dreaming in a dream, I wake up. Oh my god, I'm
Imagined himself
flying!
soaring through space on a magical star.
Space, this is just the
And it
rooms.
too appeared.
Wait, no, it's
It was
not.
so much fun.
It's still the rooms,
And
but it's
Stanley
like,
marveled that he had
it
still
kind of
not
looks like
woken up.
out of space. It just looks like
How
a
was he
Walmart
remaining
version
so
of.
lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Why am I still
he
in
was
this
amazed he hadn't asked
shit?
himself sooner.
Why is there
Why
a
is there
narrator?
a voice in my
Dude, I knew
head
it! I called
dictating
it!
Everything that I'm doing
Dude,
and
I'm a
thinking?
genius.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who
What
found it
the
particularly
fuck?
strange. I'm dreaming about a
1,
voice
2, B4.
describing
Guys,
me,
remember that.
thinking about
Guys,
how it's
remember this
describing my
code.
thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was
Probably
that, of course,
does.
this was not a dream.
Can I go back?
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing
No.
that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh my goodness,
Now,
you're
hearing the
right.
voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After
Oh my
all,
gosh.
he knew for
My
certain, beyond a
mind
doubt, that this
is
was in fact a dream.
exploding.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself
Shut
too.
up.
Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
I'm gonna kill the
So
narrator.
he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Okay.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
I'm awake.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Yeah.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
And here I go.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Waking up.
Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Yes.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Time to... This isn't my house.
Stanley began screaming. Someone wake me up! My name is Stanley! I have a boss, I have an office, I am real! Please,
Help
just
me!
someone tell me I am
Help
real! I must be real!
me!
I must be.
Help
Can anyone hear my
me!
voice?
Help me! Help me! Why is everything red?
Black.
Oh. I'm dead.
This
Now
is
I
the
wake up.
story of a woman named Mariella.
Well, now she's just stealing the show. I mean, the
Mariella
game.
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this
Nice. Oh,
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man
Is that
who had
Stanley?
stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and
Stanley.
then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know
what is going on, dude?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Very inspiring. That was a little deeper than I expected. All I did was walk down a staircase. Oh, and I'm back here with no memory?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Huh.
When Stanley came to a
What if I
set
go
of two
this
open
way?
doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
No, not
It had
really.
really been worth the detour, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It doesn't really look fun.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
What did I do, bruh? Asshole. I'm gonna kill myself.
In his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his
Hell
death.
yeah.
Good job, Stanley.
No one
Everyone
can
thinks
tell
you are
me what to
very
do. I'm the Sigma. Okay, I won't be a
Stanley
bitch
came
this
to a set
time.
of 2 open doors. Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
Going to my
upstairs to
boss.
his boss's office.
Kind of scared from like what was happening earlier.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who
Thought I got it
orchestrated
right
this.
for a sec.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Extra secret.
2845.
2,
But of course, Stanley
0,
couldn't possibly have
3,
known this.
6. Wait, maybe it's the year I was born. No. I also lied about that. I wasn't born in 2001.
Stanley
Maybe it's
just
the
so
current
twiddling his
year.
thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless.
Maybe
since it
it's
could never
last
possibly
year,
know
because
the
it
combination
was
was
just
2,
last
8, 4,
year.
5.
What do you say? 2, 8, 4, 8, I think. Yeah, that's... Oh.
2,
Dude, this
8,
is
4,
difficult.
5.
What? Dude, how am I supposed to beat this? Is there like a code anywhere? There's literally no code. I'm just stuck.
Forgot, but it turns out
What?
that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the
Oh.
door just opened.
Oh, thank
by
God!
itself. And
Dang, I
Stanley
thought it
got
was...
the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay, I thought I was stuck there. Where do I even go? Oh, there. Dude, that was probably the hardest part of this game so far, to be honest. I go down this elevator? Or do I go this way? Which way is the way that doesn't lead me to, like, hell? Okay, I guess I'll go here. I'm kind of scared, guys, because, like, the last couple endings are kind of a little spooky.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Because he's lucid dreaming.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Really?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Escape.
door that read Mind
That's...
Control
I'm not
Facility.
going that way. Because yeah, I want to do the actual story
The lights
first.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
Whoa.
secret did this place hold? Stanley
I don't
thought
play
to
video
himself.
games on this.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, he had the strength to find out.
Now
Camera.
the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.
Fired!
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
Whoa.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them,
Where's me?
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That was 437. It was 437. I remember that because... That's it. That one's me. That one's me right there. That one looks like the back rooms. Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible.
Mind
to
control?
believe it
Wait,
couldn't
what?
Be true.
I didn't
Had
even...
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only
No.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No. Not really. I just like pressing buttons.
No. He
I already knew
refused
this
to
ending
believe
because I saw
He
it,
couldn't
like,
accept it.
Think
His
Noodles
own
and Dan
life
TD and play
in
it back
someone else's
in, like,
control?
a
Never.
long time
It was
ago.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the
No, I
world?
just like pressing buttons. I do it all the time. I mean, I just press buttons looking at a screen all
Here
day.
was the proof. The heart of the operation.
That was
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from
Offline,
this very place.
offline,
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink
offline.
in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never
Console
again
disabled.
exert its terrible power over another human life.
No, actually, I would rather use it for myself and then create an army and then, like, take over the world with the army. And then I could, like, command the world and everyone would be controlled by me. That'd be pretty tough. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
But do I want to live in bliss or ignorance? That's the same thing. What am I... Do I want to live in... What? What was I saying? I'll just turn it off.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh,
Was it over?
is it over?
Yes. He had won.
Yes.
He had defeated the machine.
Freedom!
Command.
Damn, that was terrible.
Freedom.
This reminds me
Even
of...
as the immense door
Okay, maybe I want to go back.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay
I'm scared if I go
unsolved.
back, I'm gonna, like,
Where had his
get a scary
gone?
ending. Okay.
How had he been freed from
This is the
machine's
ending of
grasp?
Portal 2.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
I'm seeking power.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer
Well,
would
if my
anyone
goal is
tell him where to
happiness,
go,
then I just live
what
in
to do,
ignorance and bliss
or
forever
how to feel.
and turn back on this
Whatever life
shit.
he lives,
But I'm
it
choosing
will
to live a
be
life
his.
of
And that was
knowledge
all he needed to know.
and growth.
It was
Because I'm
perhaps
Sigma.
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
The real life. Can you go down, Black Bar?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Yes.
The feeling
Freedom.
of liberation.
At
The immense
last.
possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Really?
And Stanley was happy.
Really? Why do I keep saying that? This commentary sucks.